Hello, good evening. We have got, yeah, I don't know why I go with that accent when I say hello. Well, because I'm very excited, probably that is. We have got a brand new one day special, and it's from Moda. So we have got an exceptional guest here in the building, and her name is Natasha, and of course she is here.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, how are you?
I'm very excited about the one day special.
Well, it's fabric, and you are, of course, getting into fabric.
Oh,
Not just any fabric, but top quality, beautiful fabric.
Because that's what Moda is top quality, isn't it?
Yeah, and Moda have a whole stable of incredible artists working for them. So what I've done is I've gone through, I've picked some of my favourite fabrics from some of their artists and gone, do you know what? It's just got that summertime buzz. I've got some really juicy colours there. But also, let's not forget those masculine tones as well. From Janet Claire, we've got some gorgeous, quite masculine ones in there.
I'd say so, yeah.
Which also
nautical as well.
will work beautifully with the oranges. That will really pop if you want to use those together. So there's a real mix in here. There's some fun kites. You've got little ladybugs on the green there. So you've got fresh colours, you've got juicy colours. It's got a whole palette that you can mix and match together, knowing that you're getting top quality fabric, various designers. So this is fabulous if you're someone like Paola who's starting out on her fabric career and you want stash. Yeah, stash. Top quality stash.
And also what I love is the fact that you're getting 20 fat quarters for a very, very good price. And remember, those fat quarters are from Moda, so they are good quality. Even our producer, when we came through, we were like, oh, it feels nice. That's what exactly she said.
You can feel the difference on this. And it will spoil you for using other stuff. So if you only want to use inexpensive fabric, then don't buy this because it will ruin you for those other fabrics, basically. I'm only going to bring you great quality fabrics. That's my promise to you, is I'm only going to bring you great quality fabrics because I don't see the point in sewing in anything other. Because sewing takes longer. You know, you can make a card in sort of 20 minutes, half an hour if you really put your mind to it. But for sewing, anything takes that bit longer, and it's something that you're going to be able to take out, you're going to be able to use, rather than just look at and admire. So this is important, that it's good quality.
It is. Now, what you are getting, of course, is a collection of 20 fat quarters. So you are getting 5 beautiful fabrics from the collection of Avi Rose. The collection, it's just beautiful. And I love how you get what I call, solid colors with detail.
Yes.
Because it has got that tone on tone in here.
We call them blenders.
Blenders, that is
so
perfect.
It means that you don't have to find that exact color. There or thereabouts is okay, because it will pull whatever color it needs from it.
Yeah. Then you have got Catalina Fabrics in here as well, so you're getting 5 of those ones. So you have got the polka dots in, of course, in sort of a navy color, and then you have got that beautiful aqua. I think it's more of an aqua rather than a mint, but it's always difficult to see which one it is.
Yeah, but then, because you've got the 3 polka dots, but then you've got the ditzy rosebuds, which act as a polka dot, but with detail. Yeah.
And it's very pretty. It's very kind of delicate and intricate detail, but also, like you were saying, it kind of acts as well as larger dots. Then we have got the fabrics by Janet Claire, the geometric sort of patterns. They are beautiful. I love this sort of fabric because, again, blenders, right?
Yes, and it's distressed, and put the orange next to it. And it's absolutely divine. It's just gorgeous. So yes, you can use Janet Claire's work, just Janet Claire, or you can mix it up a little bit and mix it through with the oranges, with the polka dots. Just gorgeous.
Absolutely. And then we are going to Sunday and picnic, or Sunday picnic. I don't know, Sunday picnic, that's all. And of course is kites. There's beautiful florals in here, daisy flowers and butterflies in here. It's
something a little bit feminine, a little bit fun. You've got a ladybug on the green flowers as well. That little red dot is actually a little ladybird. So when you want to come in close and have that bit of detail, then you've got that in there as well.
Oh, this is gorgeous. So this is the one-day special. You are getting, of course, 20 fat quarters from Moda. If you're a sewer, you know the quality from Moda. If you're not a sewer, this is phenomenal, because even before I started my sewing journey, I went to a quilting shop and I wanted to have some fabric for it, just to have it in my size so I could do some things. It was die cutting, and the first, just by touching it, the ones that I grabbed were Moda, because it felt so good. This is what it means. If you are a beginner, you want quality, because that kind of grows. Now we have got bundles as well that are individual. So this is the one that's special, all of 20. You have got a £10 saving. You have got a Flexify option as well, and the details are on the screen. However, you might be the sort of person that you're thinking, well, actually, I want to just have Janet Claire's geometric pack collection. You know, your set of 5. You can have those ones. So for instance, there's 5 ones. The options are, you know, the details for that are at the bottom of the screen. £19.99 for a set of 5 fat quarters. You can have the Catalina, the Abbey Rose, of course, or the Sunday Picnic. Those ones are the 5 quarters, but if you want it all, 876-368 is the one-day special, all 20 of them. Now, if you are maybe thinking of doing a bigger project, maybe you have got a quilt pattern that you want to apply and you need to have half meters. Now, of course, we have got a pick and mix option here. Now, this one means that you can have half meters of 2 of those ones. And by the way, I need to mention that anything in the show it has got an extended delivery. It will be dispatched from the 13th has happened, right? 30th of July. But that would be a year-long extended delivery, and we don't do that. Then, of course, here we have got the half meters, pick and mix. So for instance, you might want to do a project that you want to have just those beautiful polka dots in the blues, so you can have that. Or maybe, I mean, I'm in love completely with these colors in here, so I might want to have maybe a half meter of that blue navy distress kind of from Janet Claire. And I may want to add just the larger of the dots. You can do that. Now you could go, for instance, for 2 half meters of the same one as well. I believe they will be half meters. Will they cut continuously, or just 2 half meters?
That I am not sure.
Well,
I don't want to promise and it not happen. Is there a space when you order to write a little note?
Actually, I will say, yes, there is, but I kind of said in the past, I have bought Moda from Hochanda half meters, and they have come in 2 separate pieces. So I think that would be perfect. Yeah.
You're going to chop them up anyway.
Exactly. So it just to make sure that you know what you to get. Right, so you have got that pick and mix. Please refer to the website to see exactly how they are. Let's show the website, because that you can see it perfectly. Now, £14.99 is the price for 2 half meters. And remember that you can have maybe sapphire spot, maybe the cloud spot, or maybe, I love that Pythagoras. I think that's Pythagoras, yeah. Archimedes. So of course I pronounce it the Spanish way. All this Pascal. That's quite close to me, but not quite enough. Children's floral white. I remember. Children's floral white. I like that. The periwinkle. I see fabric and names, and I get all very distracted. I love these collections as well. We have got the charm packs, and they are 5 by 5 inches. Now, first of all, once they are gone, they are gone. So it means that grab them now. You have got a £3.45 savings, so you are just paying £11.50 for one of these phenomenal charm packs. Now in here, what you have got is the 5 inches by 5 inches. So you have got, look at that. You have got the woodlands first. Love the blues, the teals, the olive green, mossy green, that kind of warm taupe sort of grey. Then we go into corals, a really beautiful salmon sort of color. Then the other option that we have got is the clover hollow. Again, see how the colors work. So you could go for multiples of this to have the full range of it. Look at the beautiful, I love this. This is very very summer, very refreshing. It's watermelons and, you know, beautiful lemon pies and, you know, pistachio as well, and kind of the seaside. And then finally, we have got the strawberry jam. I actually think our Emily, who is producing the show, she's doing a cake with a strawberry, with jam and things like that. We're hoping to get a taste of that. And
when's that coming in?
Well, I don't know. We don't know. With Emily, it's one of these ones that you never know when you're going to get it, but you're going to get it. Fabulous donuts she makes as well. Anyway, so that's a strawberry jam. So you can see the beautiful colors. I love. And then finally, you have the ahoy. This is brilliant. Now, if you have, I think this is, look at that, the whales that you have got in here. I love these, love the whales, love the details in here. Look at the waves. Look, oh, the crabs, they're so cute. And of course, those reds, those greens, and look at that. Oh, tortoises as well. Tortoise. Oh, one of those ones. So turtles are on the sea, so that's okay. It's the same in Spanish. We call them all the same, so hence why I don't see the difference. 198324 is your item number. Remember, it's a choice of, and remember, once they're gone, they're gone. We are very busy for these ones, so please do check out your baskets as soon as you can. Now, and then we have got Natasha's patterns. Now, they are becoming a little bit of a legend here at Natasha's patterns, because I love, first of all, I love the design of it. They're easy to follow. It's so nicely designed, put together. The quality even of the paper.
Oh, the paper's really important to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
you like quality.
Yeah.
So the thing to me is just like, it's, you want something that it feels nice, that quality, the thought process. And of course, here you have got two patterns. You have got that beach bag or tote bag. I love it because it has got a bottom in here that is different. And then of course you have got these panels in here, which they can be used with the charm packs.
That's the Ahoy.
The Ahoy, yeah.
That is the Ahoy charm pack.
Look at that, and of course it is with the whales, and that is great if you have gone for the charm packs and you want to use them. And that, oh, sorry about that. Ahoy, ahoy with the issues.
Very appropriate.
Yeah, exactly it is. And then of course we have got the, I love that because you have got in here the picnic blanket, which is going to be the first demo. Now, I have to say, I really love a picnic blanket. I just think it's just such a cool thing to have and useful, especially in the English weather. But, it could be a bed for your pets as well.
Yeah, so the idea behind this was obviously in lockdown and stuff like that, trying to find things to do with the children, trying to get them outside, but also when you could start to see people, trying to explain social distancing was really hard. So I made picnic blankets for the kids, and when they sat on their picnic blanket, then they were far enough away from people, and that was fine. But also, just if it's a sunny afternoon, then I'll take the picnic blanket out and throw it on the grass, and they, we'll play, and we'll have picnics, or sit and play cards, or just get them outside, and that's absolutely fine. But what I found is it's easy enough to do a blanket, but it's the actual
the closure.
It's the bit that you hold everything together with that people find difficult. So the instructions are to show you how to do the flap.
Yeah.
So you make the picnic blanket whatever size you want, then you whip out your instructions and you learn how to do the flap.
Fabulous. Now, if you want those instructions, remember you're getting both of them, tote bag and the picnic blanket, and $9.99 is the price. You have got a £1 saving, to £1.99 saving, and of course your item number is 738689. And of course we are going to head back to Natasha so she can start her demonstration.
Aha! Thank you very much. Right. So, may I have the blanket, please?
Yes, of course you could.
Thank you.
That one. Yeah.
So this is made out of the Sunday picnic fabric.
Ooh, yeah, perfect.
So all I've done is cut 10-inch squares, which if you're getting your half meters, fab, 10-inch squares, or if you want to grab a few charm packs, sew those together. And this is, what is it, 40 inches, well, just
I was
You've
working
done
it
4
out.
across
Yeah.
by 5 down in terms of your blanket. So that's the size that I've gone for. That's what the size that I found that's worked. But to be honest, it doesn't matter. Do it whatever size you like. It really doesn't matter. And all I've done is I've used, because I've gone in stripes of 4 across, I've done 5 different colorways, which means that then I've put them in order, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one starts there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that just gives you the diagonal effect. And that's the only way that I've done it. I also did this with William Morris fabric.
Yeah.
That was super special, that one, and that was just all over the place. It really didn't matter. So the state that I've got to with the picnic blanket is that it's sewn together. I use a ripstop fabric on the back, so that's a waterproof fabric. If you've got any old tents, chop them up. It's that fabric. It's that ripstop fabric. That's all that is. It's a lightweight waterproof blanket. So this is incredibly lightweight. Often with the Ahoy one, I've used an Insel Bright, which is an insulating fabric for the middle bit. This has just got a normal wadding in. So that's the way that that's where I've got to, and I've sewn and binded round 3 sides, leaving the short side unbound but ready to go. Okay, so all my raw edges along here are bound and ready to go. Now, because you see, I forgot my 5, I normally use 505 spray. So, and because I forgot it today, I've had to hand baste my quilt. Yeah, I know, like old school. It's a good job that I can. So, what you need to do is take one of your leftover 10-inch by 10-inch squares. Here it is. Yeah. And there's your sandwich, there's your wadding, and then 10-inch, so 10-inch, 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 all 10 inches, and there they are. Then you need some webbing, or you can just fold, so that's 1.5 inches. You can get a 6-inch strip, and I'll show you this for the handle of the bag later, so the same will apply. You can then fold that in half, fold the edges into the middle and fold it. I'll show you that in a minute. Otherwise, you can just use a 12-inch piece of wadding. And all you're going to do is fold it. And it doesn't matter. I didn't quite have enough of the ripstop, and I didn't quite have enough of the wadding left over. It doesn't matter because you're going to bind it anyway. Now, what I've got here, I find that middle place, and then what I'm going to do, it's really quite nice and warm actually.
Yeah, do you want the aircon?
Sorry?
Would you like the aircon?
I am fine, but if you would like it on,
I'm fine.
Go for it, because you are all summery.
Yeah, well, I'm enjoying the summer, yeah.
Yeah. 2 inches I'm going to do. So if I just do a little marker there, and again on the other end, I'll just do it on the white there so that I can see it. And on that halfway mark, pop that halfway in. Just pin that in place. And on this other side here. Now I did this I did this a few times on the prototype to discover what I felt was the perfect handle width. Sad, isn't it? That's how I spend my day, working out the perfect handle width, and I think I've cracked it. So that you don't have to spend your life doing that. And then all we do is take it to the machine. I am going to put this on a middle stitch here, and then once it's underneath, what I'm going to do is go up to, up to that 2-inch line there. Whoop, there goes my pin. Spin it around, and I'm basically going to create a little box.
I see. Yeah. Okay. And that will give us strength, won't it?
It will. Now, that's where I started. So I now spin and go diagonally. And if you look at a lot of your bags, you'll see this on there. This cross shape. and then diagonally again, a locking stitch.
And you're using the Jockey Kirei, aren't you?
I'm using the beautiful one, yes. Yes, I am. Kiri, of course, means beautiful, and it is very appropriate for this machine, I have to say. I know you've got your eye on it. I know that Catherine's bought it. She was so impressed with it. And good on her, absolutely. So there we go. And again, it doesn't kind of matter where you start or finish. And this is how I would put handles onto bags as well. So you do your box, and then you just create your cross in it. So you will have to go over. I've got all sorts of clips and pins and stuff there. Whoops! I'll move those in a moment. And then just lock that off. So that is the handle ready to go. I'm going to have a look at my instructions now because it's been ages since I did this.
Yeah, that's all right. That's
the bag. I'm not going to get very far with the bag instructions, am I? Oh, no. I think I now bind round 3 sides. I think that's what I did. But like I say, it has been a while. I do. Look, I'm right. How exciting. It doesn't happen often. So what I'm going to do now is bind around 3 sides. And I use a bias binding that is pre-made. You don't have to. If you like to make your own binding, then do so. It doesn't have to be a tricky binding. It can be a straight edge binding, which is super easy. And all I'm going to do, I use this because it's quick and it's easy, and it's not actually particularly expensive if you take into account what it would cost you time-wise
to do.
You know, it's really not that expensive to use pre-made binding.
And also, it depends. I mean, if it might be something that you enjoy doing, but it might be something that you hate doing.
That one?
Exactly.
Yep.
So if you hate doing,
hence I use pre-made binding.
Exactly.
I've got better things to do. I really have. But that doesn't detract from anyone that loves it.
Yeah.
Good on you. So I am going to go with a zigzag stitch again. There are so many ways to attach a binding. And of course, you can spend hours binding and finding various ways to do your binding. But for me, this is quick, this is effective. It's going to catch it the other side. It's going to give it strength. And also, it takes all of the hardship out of it. Now, as I get towards that corner, you've got 2 ways of doing it. You can either cast off everything but actually all I'm going to do is just fold that binding over because it's pre-made and it's easy to do, and then swivel it back. But you can just do a locking stitch, take it out from under the machine. I've shown that before now. But again, when you get used to working with pre-made binding, there are all sorts of little shortcuts that you can use. Or, you know, not. It's entirely up to you. Some people love to do it properly and hand stitch it. The only thing that I would say about hand stitching with this is you've got the ripstop underneath. It's not so enjoyable. So to the corner, all I'm doing is pushing the fabric up like that, and then just creating a little envelope fold.
And that helps because it is a bias binding that you are using, right?
Yeah. But you can do that with a straight edge binding. Okay. It makes absolutely no odds at all. But it just gives you that 45-degree mitered corner. Done. Just don't want to catch that edge. Just caught that under there. There we are. And yeah, it's just just an easy way. Unless, of course, you catch it. There we go. And then we're going to come down this edge. And that is that bit done. And the thing about this was, I don't know how many family picnics you guys go on, whether it's just in the garden. Over the weekend we do have a takeaway, and it's kind of our thing. My husband works evenings on the weekend, and he doesn't like things like curries and Chinese, so the kids and I do. We always have a takeaway that Stephen wouldn't eat when he's working. It's our little treat to ourselves. And we'll have dinner and a movie. So we'll rent a movie off, you know, off sort of Sky or whatever, and we'll sit and we'll get the picnic blankets out. There might be a small curry stain on the Ahoy one. Don't look too closely.
Oh, right,
that's my daughter. She's 2 and loves a curry. But it's just our little ritual, and the blankets come out because we've got animals and stuff, so actually I don't really want them eating off the floor. So the picnic blankets come out, they can be washed, and it's no bother at all, and it's just our little thing. So it's not that they have to be used outside, and then they just get rolled away and shoved in a cupboard. And it's easy, it's really easy. So the next thing that you need to do is going to be to put your Velcro on. You can use Velcro, you can use hook and loop is the other way of calling it. Oh, I haven't quite caught that corner. I would go in and just stitch that back, but that's fine. Now. What I tend to do with this is pop some Quilters tape.
Oh, I love your tip for that, yeah.
You know, it's just one of those things, because I don't like to pin on the ripstop. You know, it's just not a fabric that I like particularly to pin on. So
because the more holes, the more water and humidity is going to go through, right?
Yeah, and it's just not a fabric that bounces back. It's like you'd never pin leather.
Yeah.
Or PU, you know, the faux leather. Yeah. You just wouldn't do it.
Because it's not woven fabric, so therefore when you woven fabric, yes, it can, the threads can get back, but leather or PVC or whatever, it's not woven, so therefore the whole will remain intact.
Yeah. Now what I would say is, do use a thread that's going to blend in. I've got a bright one there. Now, so I use the hook part on the flap. Okay, and you will fold that in half. That's going to annoy me that those miter's edges didn't quite catch, never mind. And I'm going to take that off and just find my middle. There it is. And line those middle bits up. Now,
that's a good top tip.
Yeah. You know, let's not make life complicated. Then just take it to the machine and again stitch around it. Be aware this is your hook bit, okay? Yeah. So it might struggle. Your machine might struggle a little bit, but right on the edge of your hook and loop tape is a bit without hooks.
Yeah.
So stick on that bit. You'll notice I'm going right on the edge.
Right. Would it make it easier to have a zipper foot or move the needle towards the edge to do this bit?
If you do what, sorry?
Use a zipper foot, so it kind of helps it to be on the side. The needle to be closer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that for me, yes. I move it to a 1/4 of an inch stitch. Absolutely. And again, just tidy up your edges when you're done. You know, that's absolutely fine. And then we need to find the middle part here, and it's going to go like that. Yeah. Okay, so that you'll find your middle, right sides on there. And then what you will do is get the rest of your binding
and put
miter that corner properly. Here we go. Let's not actually cut any corners here. And then I'm going to sew along that whilst you recap, because you don't need to see me zigzagging.
Of course, you will do that.
I'll do that, and then we'll reconvene.
Perfect.
And I'll show you then how to do the next bit.
Very well said. Now, of course, we are having a one-day special launch here. It is from Moda, amazing quality fabric. It's the sort of fabric that you want to work with. It's the one that you want to stroke. It's the one that you want to own. Now, there is 25 quarters in here. Which one shall I go for? Can I go for my favorite? I like this one a lot. Let's open this one because it's from Janet Clare. So it is a UK-based, well, British designer. And look at that beauty. Now you are getting a fat quarter. This is a fat quarter, so you can see a little bit more rectangle in the size than actually a square. But look at that. Now, of course, the fact that you are getting 5 fabrics from each collection, but all 5 collections all 4 collections are kind of there. My math's terrible. Are kind of blending together. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's just Paula and math. It's become a thing. No, you're getting 4 collections, 5 in each of each collection. Now you are getting, of course, those beautiful colors, more masculine, more nautical. You are getting the brightness of summer. You are getting, of course, the intensity of the picnic sort of thing, like the citrusy colors in here, the big, bold, almost batik-like prints in here. They're not batik, but they kind of have got that kind of unevenness about them. Look at the solids, the blenders. Of course, you have got checks, you have got roses, you have got dots, you have got beautiful fabrics that you are going to use as blenders. Some of them feature with that kind of beautiful bolder patterns in there. And of course, those kinds, those pinks as well. So there is, and this is a perfect stash builder, as Natasha was saying, because the fact is that if you are a sewer, you want to have a little bit of different colors in there. You want to have, you know, perfect for masculine tones. You have got those ones in here. You want something maybe for those really girly girls, you know, they like pink. You can have those ones. Now, remember that maybe you want to go for individual bundles. So maybe you want to go just for maybe Catalina, which is the one here with the little tiny roses and the beautiful polka dots. So that is a Catalina. And now if you go for these fat quarters, you're getting 5 of them, and if you're a Freedom member, you have got even more discount, £17.99 for 5 high quality fat quarters. You could go for Abbey Rose, which is, Abbey Rose is that kind of gorgeous oranges and blues and aquas, or you could go for the Geometrics, which is neutral, which is the most popular. See, I'm with you because I absolutely adore it. It's very elegant. Over 20% of the collection of the fat quarters has already gone, of the geometric. And then finally, you might want to do like this, the Sunday picnic, that kind of more, this is more of a purpley bluish color rather than a blue. But look at those glorious sky blue with the kites. Look at them with all those different colors coming through. It's a happy collection, the Sunday picnic. It's really happy. So you might want to go for the fat quarters, and of course, if you're a Freedom member, you just pay £17.99, or if you're not a Freedom member, £19.99. Now, 550468 is your item number. Or you might be, you know, you might want to go for a fat quarter bundle. So for instance, the Geometrics, as I would go for, and then you want to have a little bit extra of your favorite one. So in which case, you can go for that one. It's a pick and mix, which means that, for instance, I would definitely add ½ meter of this beautiful distressed navy. I think this is a dark ocean. Double check. Now this one for the pick and mix is limited stock. I'm picking the busiest ones, am I not? And I might add that one. And I love also this one. This is a really cool one as well. That has got the tiny dots in here, the kind of grayish bluish. And that is Pythagoras. So if you wanted to go for that one. Oh, I like this one as well. I love that one. Love this one. So that is, we're working on it, but that's Pascal. You know, that's Pascal. Well, It's runs in the family. Now, of course, you could go for those ones, or you could go maybe from Avi Rose, or you could go for some of the Sunday picnic. It's up to you. You choose your own 2.5 meters for just £14.99. You have got a £2 saving, and of course, there is extended delivery on every item because it's shipped from abroad. So you have the dispatch date from the 30th of July, 334393. And then moving on to the charm packs, I adore these color ranges. You know what, I like them, all 4 of them, but for £11.50 each of those packs, you know, it's maybe worth to maybe go for all 4. It's up to you. We have got the woolens, so we have got here, you can see the beautiful navy teals. Look, can you see how the beautiful flowers, but also you have got the butterflies in here as well. And look at that. Now, a third of the stock. Now, I need to tell everybody that the ones they are gone, the charm packs, they are gone. So we don't have any extra stock and extended delivery. So if you want yours, please grab them now. You have got, of course, the olive greens in here. Then you have got the Clover Hollow in here, which is the one that has got more of those watermelon colors in here, those corals. Half of the stock of the Clover has already gone. I absolutely, this is one, look at that. I need to show you how glorious it is. 42 pieces of fabric, I believe you are getting in each. And of course, that means that you have a whole collection of fabrics. It's one of my favorite ways of buying fabric is with the charm packs, because it gives you, for a very reasonable amount of money, it gives you a lot of patterns and a lot, so you can then create a lot of different, if you sew them all together, there's a lot of different. Yeah, sorry, I'm so sorry. Sharna is giving me the evil eye now because I just ruined her. Lovely done.
Touch it.
She's like, don't touch it, Paula. She told me several times. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go. Anyway, a strawberry jam, 70% already gone. And then finally we have got the Ahoy, which is of course the nautical, the beautiful blues in here. Look at the turtle. It is. Just a total over 40% of the Ahoy has already gone. Now remember, it's a choice of, but once they're gone, they're gone. So grab yours. 198324 is your item number, and then you select whichever ones you want to go for. And then we have got Natasha's patterns, and Natasha's patterns are, you know, as I was mentioning, really cool. Now 30% of the stock has already gone. And one of the reasons I love about Natasha's patterns is because, like she has said, she has tried and tested them several times to make sure that you have got the optimum measurement, the optimum measurements, the sizes. Also, I love because if you know anything about Natasha, Natasha is a very time-efficient woman. She is a very busy woman. She has got a busy family with lots of animals, dogs, cats, horses, and you know, everything has to be just practical, good quality, and also, you know, not, you know, instructions that don't fuff around. You know what I mean? Go to the point and, you know, teach you how to put it together. But you know how I mean it? It's just that it also good quality paper, the pictures are amazing, and of course then you can create something like the picnic blanket without the curry stain because that is of course you know, you can put your own curry stain. And now of course you can see in here the amazing instructions, and I love how clean and crisp the design is. Automatically makes me want to follow those instructions. $9.99 is the price. 738689 is your item number. Now we have got other items of course on the show, and you can find them on the website, including the dry iron, which is great if you want an iron that doesn't have any steam whatsoever. $9.99 is the price. It's also a great traveling one. The handle folds flat, so it means that optimal storage as well. You're saving £10, so it makes it half price. So if you want to grab yours, 417259. And then there is oh, if you need some threads, we have got a 7-day savers, which is a cut smooth sewing machine polyester thread. And you're getting the dark set, 24 spools, 1,000 meters each. Now, even I can do the math, 24,000 meters. You know, I feel so proud, for £19.99 or 24 kilometers. Did you know that that is 24 kilometers? Because each of the 1,000 meters is a kilometer, so if you're getting 1,000 in each, it's 24 kilometers. £19.99 for that, and I can tell you that of course you have got a £30 saving, which means that it's better than half price. Right, let's join back Natasha.
Oh, it's like being in a maths class, isn't it? But with pretty fabric to play with.
Yeah.
So you will have attach your binding along there. You've also had all your binding around there, and you've got the hooky bits, the scratchy bits on there. You don't want it on the other bit because you're going to be sitting on it. So let's not do that to ourselves. And the way that this folds up is so. So you just fold it in, and this is why I do it 4 across on the top with the 10-inch squares, because then I just fold 1 square in on each corner like that. Now you can either fold it or roll it. It's entirely up to you, or a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But what you're going to be doing when you get there is working out where that is going to go. So what you're going to do is find where you put your other bit of... Oh no! Right. Let's play
Where is this?
Hunt the Loop.
I'm gonna go. Oh, yes, it's in the front of there.
Have I dropped it?
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it? Is it? There it is. Hang on, we're going in.
Yeah.
There we go.
We got it.
Smooth. No one noticed anything.
I
right?
don't think so.
No one noticed a thing.
We'll keep that out of the live feed.
Yeah. I've got my tape on the back, so I just very gently attach it, and then take off the sticky, pop it onto there, and then unstick it. And then you know where it needs to be. Now that will be halfway, because we did it halfway, didn't we, on there? So then all you need to do is unravel your picnic blanket. And what I found is that it doesn't matter whether you fold it or roll it, that stays the same. Because you've still got the same amount of blanket, because I tried it both ways. And so then you just take that, God, I'm making a right old mess over here. Take that to the machine. Take all my little clips out of the way. Put yourself back onto a straight stitch. Dink, dink, dink. And actually the loop bit is much easier. The loop bit rather is much easier, because it doesn't stick on your machine quite so much. So just go gently, or if you want, you can hand stitch this bit. It's entirely up to you. No one's ever hand stitched it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Actually, I think I did once on a dog jacket, and did hand stitch it on a dog jacket.
I just don't trust my hand stitching. That's to be honest. Just like.
Yeah, it is one of those things, isn't it? Is when they say with dressmaking to hand finish stuff. It's like, oh.
Yeah, it's just like.
You sure about that?
I mean, I don't mind. It's funny because I don't mind the binding. When I do the binding and hand stitch that, I don't mind it, because I find it quite mindful. It just kind of, and it's soft and things like that. But something like that, it would really freak me out.
So there it is. You've got your handle at the top. Yeah. So, you know, you can just,
have a look.
You can drag it like that, or you can, like I say, just fold it in on the edge that way, fold it in on the edge that way. You can either roll it or fold it. It doesn't matter which way you do it, because that will always fit perfectly there. And off you go.
I love that. I now want to have a picnic blanket. I need to do one. I just need to get the backing of that that fabric you mentioned, and of course the one-day special, so then I can have the beautiful summertime.
Got some on my website, I think.
Oh, okay. And now, of course, we can have some of these amazing fabrics that Natasha has been using for the front of that picnic blanket, and of course is the one-day special. The details are on the screen. Now, if you want a pattern with those detailed instructions, the details at the bottom bottom of the screen, and there you can see a picnic blanket and tote bag instructions with the drop-in lining. $9.99 is the price for the instructions. The one-day special is on the left-hand side of your screen. You are getting beautiful Moda fabrics. They're a company that delivers collection after collection. You know, every collection is, of course, is that the collaboration nature. They work with amazing designers. For instance, this one is you know, Robin Pickens that have designed this collection. You have got in here, of course, Janet Claire, beautiful geometrics. You have got glorious, you know, this one is the Catalina collection. I believe this one designed by Joanna Figueroa from Fig Tree and Company. Then you have got, of course, the Sunday Picnic. All beautiful, beautiful fabrics. They have got the summertime theme, whether it's more nautical in here with the geometrics, whether it's more days in the park, sitting, you know, having a picnic, having that sort of carefree element, you know, flying a kite. You know, they are happy fabrics. They bring a smile to you. Also, it would be really fun with these fabrics to create chair, maybe, you know, like the cushions for the chairs outside. If you have got, like, obviously you bring them inside when, you know, after you use them. Now, if you want, this is of course the one-day special, 20 fat quarters. This is exactly what you are getting. 876368 is your item number. Remember, there is a flexi-buy option, and you are saving £10. And if you want to flexi-buy it, of course, £34 and 40 pence is the price each of those payments. Right, if you want to go, that's the one-day special. But maybe you are like me and you like lots of different patterns. Charm packs is the way to go. Now, I need to tell you that the strawberry jam, now this one is technically gone. Sorry, Charna, but I need to sort of ruin your pack shot. And then I'm going to put it away. That is the strawberry jam. And now she says, no, it's not actually, that's a strawberry. And then I'm going to try to move anyway, oh, well, you know, sorry. Yeah, well, you know, I'm gonna make my now remember, Clover Hollow is still available, and we have got, of course, woolen as well. Approaching limited on Clover Hollow. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? I love this one. I mean, I love them all, but look at those beautiful florals, and I love these collections. But you can see the beautiful feature fabrics. They come in different color, in kind of with the prominence of the different colors. So you will have dots in all the colors. You will have that kind of loopy sort of elements as well in all the colors. So you have got some blenders, you have got some features, you have got some ditzy as well in here. Beautiful colorway as well, very refreshing. Now, Clover is now limited. Woodland Secrets, again, yeah, this one features beautiful florals, but also look at the butterflies, look at the little hearts, oops, look at the beautiful tiny florals in there. And then, of course, we go into more of those gorgeous fabrics. Over half of the stock of the Woodland Secrets has already gone. I love it. It's the same quality of Moda. You know the quality is extraordinary, but it's kind of sometimes nice to have the 42 you know, pieces of fabric, so then you can create patterns, like, of course, if you want to do with the tote bags and things like that. Ahoy is the other option that is left available, and remember, every of these options, once they are gone, they are gone. So if you want to grab yours, your number is 198324. Over half of the stock of Ahoy is gone already. £11.50 is your price, and of course you have got a saving there. Now remember that once they're gone, and we are very busy for all of them. We already had one sell out, so if you do not want to miss out, you know what to do. Check out those baskets. That's the only way to secure yours. And now, if you want to go for the patterns, I'm in love with the picnic blanket, because I think this is one of the things that Natasha does, is something that I would have never attempted, because I would think, no, that's, you know, picnic blanket, it's complicated, that you have to. Now she has made it so simple with those instructions to that flap, that closure flap that has got the hook and loop inside it. How simple it was. Now remember that when you get the instructions, you get the photos as well. So for instance, I'm going to show you these ones, the tote bag, even the tiny detail, the close-up, the measurements that you not necessarily get in a demonstration, because there is never time to go out to the detail. Those ones, of course, printed in high quality paper, that beautiful crisp print as well. If you want to go for them, you're getting both of them, the picnic blanket and the tote bag, for $9.99, so having a saving of £1.99. 738689 is your item number. But we can jump ahead to the website and see exactly what we have seen so far. I strongly recommend to go to the website for those pick and mix of the fabrics, because some of them are already limited stock. I believe, I think, was it the blue one that there was the dark ocean? Yeah, that was very busy. Now there is other options, of course there are, so please make sure that you have a good look, including the the Fiskars Easy Action, of course the Squeezy Easy Action. They are amazing. Now there are folding rulers as well that you may want to put in your baskets. Let's join Natasha. Do you? Oh, those easy squeezy action.
I love them. I've had them for years. I absolutely love them. I remember working with a guest once and asking her, like, why do you use those? And she said, because I don't have to try and faff about with little embroidery scissors trying to get my fingers into the tiny holes.
Yeah.
She's so right. You just grab them and squeeze, and it's done. Now I wasn't going to do it this show. It's a little sneak peek of what we've got coming up actually next week. But lots of us have got masks, right?
Yes.
And do we want them just faffing about in our bags, or do we actually want them in a little pouch? And what I've created is a pouch that you can create any size. So you can do it much bigger, you can do it smaller, you can do it any size. And this will be coming on the show next week. So it's a little sneaky peek. But if you'll notice,
yeah.
Janet Claire.
It looks such a designer piece,
right?
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Now I've used a pleather there, but I'm going to show you how to use just a normal cotton here. Now, like I say, the pattern and everything is going to be coming next week, so don't worry about that. You start off with a square, and then you'll make your own pattern, and then you're just going to sew around the outsides with a 1/4 inch seam. What I've done is I've got Janet Claire's love. This is why I've had to do it, because this is going to sell out,
yeah.
right? So I've got to get this done. It's your fault. So I've got 2 Janet Claire's fabrics. I have interfaced them with a medium weight. Now we are going to be going with a 1/4 inch. So if you are at all worried about these little triangular bits, finding that 1/4 inch, just mark them off, and then you know exactly where you go to, because this is going to be these crisp edges here. So you want them to be accurate as you go round. And I know this is going to be a really quick demo. I'm going to have a start and stop place. I'm going to start about there, I'm going to stop about there, and that will be my turning through hole. Okay, so I'm just going to whiz this round. Like I say, it's a 1/4 inch. This is a quick, easy make. This will use up your fabric scraps when you've used up your, maybe you've finished doing a picnic blanket or something, maybe you've got a couple of 10-inch squares left over. What are you going to do with it? Something like this. Or maybe you want to sew a couple of your charm pack pieces together. 4 of those together would, make a whole different look. But it is such a quick, easy make. They also make lovely gifts. They look far more expensive than they are, which is always a bonus, I think. And it just... it's just, I've been making these for I came up with the pattern on Monday morning, about 5 o'clock Monday morning. I went, that's it. Having had lots of trial and errors with other ones, I finally got to a version that I liked, and made lots of mistakes so that you don't have to. As Paola says, for me, yes, it's about being time efficient, but it's also about making things that are actually useful, that you'll actually use, because then you've bought your beautiful fabric and you can use it and enjoy it. And that has to be so important for me. And also working with good quality fabrics, vital, absolutely vital. And I know you feel the same on that, don't you, Paola?
Yeah. Absolutely.
But if we don't get this finished now, then we can always finish it off on the next hour. And it really doesn't take that long.
At 8 o'clock, you are going to be back with Alex, so that would be awesome to see the second part of the demonstration.
Will we get to turn it
we have got about a minute.
I don't know that we will. I think I might have been ambitious when they said, is there something you can do in like 2 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
I can make something. So then, and what I will be doing during that time, let me show you, is clipping these corners.
Yeah.
Because that is going to reduce our bulk.
Yeah.
So we'll go around, we'll clip each of those corners. But then here, I'm going to snip, and again, this is why these scissors are so great, because I've got great control over them. I'm going to snip right up to, but not through the stitching. And then I'm going to trim down that seam, because then I'm getting rid of any excess bolt. Again, I'm not actually going to cut into that stitching, right up to it, trim it back. There we go.
Okay.
And then we will turn it through, and then you'll see how it all works. But that might have to be next hour with Alex, who's just come into the studio. Alex, you've got this next.
Yeah, I'm sure she will be very excited to see that finished. Now, of course, I need to remind everybody to check out their baskets. Thank you, Natasha. We'll see you at 8 and tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock as well.
Absolute pleasure,
and of course 12 and then for a final call. Thank you so much, and don't forget to check out your baskets for your amazing Moda fabrics. I'll see you in about a week's time.